Exclusive report. Chinese drone specialists collaborate with Russian arms manufacturer under sanctions. Summary. Chinese specialists traveled to Russia for military drone technology development, according to official documents. The sanctioned Russian arms producer, IEMZ Kupol, received Chinese military drones through an intermediary entity that is under restrictions. China asserts that it does not supply lethal weapons to warring parties. On September 25, 2023, Reuters reported a significant development suggesting deeper military ties. Chinese drone specialists have made trips to Russia to collaborate on military drone advancements at IEMZ Kupol, a state-owned arms manufacturer that faces Western sanctions. This information comes from two officials in European security circles and various documents reviewed by the news agency. Since the second quarter of the previous year, these Chinese experts have visited Kupol multiple times, over 7 visits. Concurrently, Kupol has received drones intended for attack and surveillance, which were manufactured in China and delivered through a sanctioned Russian intermediary, as noted in official documents and by the two sources. What's particularly intriguing and somewhat controversial is the pattern of cooperation that appears to be forming between Kupol and Chinese manufacturers, especially considering the crucial role drones play in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Last September, Reuters unveiled that Kupol was involved in developing a novel drone, the Garpia 3, with assistance from Chinese specialists. Now, the specifics around the Chinese experts' substantial contributions to drone tests and military technology development in Russia have become clearer, marking crucial developments amid tensions over global military supplies. Both the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Kremlin, including Russian defense officials and IEMZ Kupol itself, have declined to comment on these developments, highlighting the sensitive nature of the information. According to the reviewed documents, including invoices and financial statements, Kupol acquired more than a dozen one-way attack drones last year from Sichuan AEE, a Chinese drone manufacturer. Notably, the supplies were facilitated by a Russian defense procurement company, TSK Vector, which is also under US and EU sanctions. Both TSK Vector and AEE have not responded to requests for comment, raising questions about the potential ramifications of this collaboration. Concerns over Chinese companies supplying materials to Russian arms manufacturers have led to significant scrutiny from both the US and European governments, prompting sanctions against several entities involved. In a recent report, Reuters revealed that Kupol has been producing thousands of Garpia attack drones, utilizing components from Chinese suppliers, including engines. These drones, modeled after Iran's Shahed drone, have demonstrated their capacity to travel extensive distances to hit predefined targets before detonating on impact, with officials from Kiev reporting that approximately 500 are deployed monthly in Ukraine. The two European officials emphasized that the presence of small shipments of Chinese attack drones, coupled with the involvement of Chinese experts, could suggest that Kupol is looking to diversify its production lines and explore new drone models. However, it is important to note that Reuters has not independently verified the intentions behind these drone shipments or the specific nature of the activities conducted by the Chinese specialists. Samuel Bendet, who serves as an adjunct senior fellow at the Center for a New American Security, a Washington think tank, remarked on China's increasing role in bolstering Russia's military supply capabilities. The influence of Chinese components on Russian military systems is significant, particularly concerning drone technology, Bendet stated. Chinese attack drone deliveries. A letter from TSK Vector to Kupol, which was reviewed by Reuters, indicated that as of the second quarter of 2024, the procurement company invoiced Kupol for several drones produced by AEE. Specific details of this letter and additional documents have been withheld to maintain confidentiality. Moreover, an AEE corporate correspondence, also analyzed by Reuters, confirmed the delivery of A140 and A900 one-way attack drones, along with mentions of other models such as the A60, A100, and A200 being prepared for delivery. reports from Kupol, as seen by Reuters, documented flight tests of the A-60, A-100, and A-200 drones at the Chebarkul military test facility in Russia's Chelyabinsk region, occurring in the last quarter of 2024. A group of Chinese experts visited the Kupol operations in Izhevsk to help assemble these drones and provide training to local staff. Afterward, they traveled to Chebarkul, according to airline records. Interestingly, while initial documents labeled the Chinese specialists as employees of TSK Vector, the European officials assessed that they were in fact employees of AEE based on their past interactions during test flights. Following feedback from those test flights, AEE issued an invoice to TSK Vector amounting to over 5 million yuan, $700,000. For a few A-200 drones equipped with anti-jamming technology, among other deliveries, within the second quarter of 2025. Connections to another Chinese manufacturer. Another connection between Kupol and a Chinese drone manufacturer emerged with a flight test report approved by the Russian arms manufacturer and TSK Vector regarding the performance of an HW-52V drone produced by the Chinese firm Hunan Haotianyi in the latter half of last year. The HW-52V, known for its vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) capabilities, can serve multiple military purposes, ranging from intelligence gathering to strike missions, as explained by European security officials. Airline tickets reviewed by Reuters indicated that Liu Mingxing, the CEO of Hunan Haotianyi, and Artem Vysotsky, who leads the drone division at TSK Vector, were on the same flight out of Irkutsk Airport in Siberia after the conclusion of an event showcasing their drones. Both Hunan Haotianyi and TSK Vector did not respond to inquiries from Reuters, leaving the precise nature of their collaboration unclear. Another Kupol document from the last quarter of last year detailed a visit to its facility by Chinese representatives, including engineers and technicians, who were initially referred to as TSK Vector staff. The European security officials posited that these Chinese visitors were affiliated with Hunan Haotianyi, as many were part of the delegation that accompanied the company's CEO. The purpose of one particular visit was stated to involve adapting a new Chinese flight control system and engine for the Garpia drone. Additional letters exchanged between Vector and Kupol documented multiple week-long visits in 2024 and 2025 involving both Chinese and Russian experts aimed at further developing a flight control computer. A concluding letter mentioned additional work being done by the same group of Chinese experts on a new model, designated as the GA-21, which the European officials identified as a variant of Iran's Shahed 107, intended for reconnaissance or attack functions. Is this collaboration between Chinese firms and Russian arms manufacturers a strategic partnership or a potential risk to global security? What are your thoughts on the ramifications of such alliances in the context of ongoing conflicts? We invite you to share your opinions below.